It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Ready to get this game started? Here's Evan McPherson, and we're off from Arrowhead. Has this at the 6. Making some progress here. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Yellow.
The first carry now for Kyron Williams. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
Offense is set, 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
Another run for Williams. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
He'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Bengals, nothing.
Right, ready to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Galloping inside the 40. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away. Now they got to the end zone with that free play partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points. And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they'll decline this and take the results. Ready to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now one of the Chiefs in some pain out there, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's helped by the trainers. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work and playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
11.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. His work begins at the 31. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Bronk, after getting a big chunk on that return. And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Yellow.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 5.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Play action, Mahomes. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
All set now. First and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. And we might be close to this league growing again. That play gives them a first and goal.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Williams finds the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 20-zip lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just a machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Fields this one at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he gets some decent yardage there before they send him out. Looks like about 6, so we've got second and 4.
At the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
11.
Burrow on the play action. Out left, and Otten makes the ground. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. 21-0 our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. It's a screen to Barkley. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
On second and 10, Burrow again. Fails out of the pocket quick. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
On third down, here's Burrow. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down. Punting unit out now. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10.
Yellow.
Off play action. It's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Straight ahead with Williams. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Oh, it's a tip drill, intercepted! Logan Wilson has it! And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 2, ready?
First down from the 42.
Gun.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Let's go.
Looking quickly here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
In play action here. Burrow hits his running back. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. He gets 6 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here we go. Right 80. 11, Thomas. Shot.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Hits him on the out route. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Offense in the hurry up here.
11, MT, take. 11, MT, take. 11. Stop.
Sticking in the air. It's Burrow. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Play action now. Burrow. Caught just shy of the goal line. This is down all the way to the 3.
11, MT.
Offense to the line fast.
That's another Bengals first down.
11, MT, take. Stop.
At the 3-yard line.
Barkley is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals get it back to a 14-point game.
21. Bengals 7.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
This one goes for 3 yards, and that's a Chiefs first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
This one misses the tight end, and it sets up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Pistol now for Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12.
Now give left side. Jukes away from one. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Come on, ready? Here we go, here we go.
He's got it on the bootleg. Buying some time right. Has it downfield. It's Chase. Into the red zone. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals making a one-score game in the first half. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That one's going to be brought to an end by Shamar Stewart. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And that play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Fire down these 2, fire down these 2.
First down throw, Mahomes. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Burrow from the gun. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go, here we go. At the 31-yard line.
Burrow on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line.
12.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. Gets it to him on the screen. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Cincinnati uses its second timeout.
Gun.
At the 40-yard line.
11. Stop.
Working now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. They'll air it out on third. Hook up again to Njoku. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
13 yards.
Final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To the line and set. Here we go. First down.
Stop.
Off the play fake. Burrow. Take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
He's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Chiefs' 2-yard
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Ready to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
They'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the
Here we go.
First down.
11 empty. They can. Stop.
Burrow setting up the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you can hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
On 2nd and 10 now, it's Burrow. Flush down out to his left. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Here we go. Stop.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. He finds Njoku, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down.
Gun.
First and 10.
Stop.
46-yard line.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run. It may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bengals have a first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Burrow on the play action. Able to get it to Barkley. Room inside the 10. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in a formation. Barkley reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. McPherson add the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals tie this game at 21.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returnable from the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow. Strike.
This is Williams. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. To the air, Mahomes. Oh, no, they get him yet again. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
12.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
Kickoff for Cincinnati.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That throw behind his intended target. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Going left side, Williams with it. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
The Bengals with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. To the sideline and brought in by Worthy. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. It's some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Dot.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
11. Hey, can.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and they netted some positive yards.
They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Off the play fake. It's Mahomes. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Dive play straight ahead. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Bengals into the nickel set, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. It's not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals double their lead to 14.
35, Chiefs 21. Evan McPherson to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. A handoff to Williams. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Now it's Mahomes. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down. You never want to overlook those Mike backers when you're throwing short, Brock. So often it's those guys and not the corners or the safeties that are going to be the ones in there breaking those up.
Yeah, and so often these linebackers of today, these middle linebackers, are just over.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals get it as he makes his 3rd interception of this game. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. Big 13. Big 13. Stop.
Burrow back to throw. On a quick slant, it's Njoku. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they just get the play off. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. So we're through 3 here. Good as Bengal football, and they're going to start the final quarter up by a couple of scores. Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for 2nd down. Burrow from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals have likely locked up the win right there. T. Higgins, the touchdown. McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21.
42. Chiefs 21.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They go with Williams on the counter. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Yellow.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Stop.
On 1st down, they'll run. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again.
49, Chiefs 21. Evan McPherson to kick
Here's
off for
McPherson on to
Cincinnati.
handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Drive
begins with a run. It's Williams. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another run from Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Yellow.
They stay on the ground with Williams. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals keep running away with this. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bengals continue piling on to this lead.
Chiefs 21.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Straight ahead with Williams. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. After the play, officials calling for a stoppage here. We've got whistles, and it's for Kyren Williams. Looks like he is worse for the wear after that snap.
Yellow.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the 1st. He's at the 34.
34-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
The Bengals
1.
with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down.
Right.
Back to the well again. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 5 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
That one's complete, right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and he gets himself in space to do some damage.
No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Yellow.
They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. And the fair catch secured here at the 16.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready?
Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10. Hand off to the back. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
26 is the ball carrier.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule.
Gain of 2.
You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Second and 8.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Bengals looking at a 3-0 start to the season. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Right up the gut. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That goes for 32 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that game.
They get 16 yards on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
Give now to the running back. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Here we go. Can.
So the Bengals take this one on the road. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Kansas City.